judges, the honorable of all teachers, and hello my friends! My name is Adilla Nur Asy Syifa. I am from MTSN Singkawang. Today, I would like to tell you about my story. The title is Hansel and Gretel. Have you ever heard this story before? Well, enjoy my story. Once upon a time, there were two children, a brother and a sister. The boy's name was Hansel and the girl's name was Gretel. They lived with their father and their stepmother. Their father worked as a woodcutter. Times were hard and the family had a tough life. One night, the woodcutter's wife said, "We cannot take care of the children and you must take them to the middle of the forest and leave them there." The children heard their parents and they were very scared. So, the clever children came up with a plan to save themselves. That night, they quietly filled their pockets with tiny pebbles. The next morning, when the woodcutter took them to the middle of the forest, but Hansel and Gretel dropped the pebbles all along the way. When their father left them, they followed the line of the pebbles and they found their house. The woodcutter was happy to see the children. When evening came, the children heard their stepmother's voice. "We will leave them somewhere even farther into the forest next time, so they won't be able to find their way back." "What are you talking about? We are not going to leave them alone in the woods again," said the father. But his wife persisted. "Do you want to die in the starvation?" The man didn't reply. Hansel and Gretel were very worried now. "Oh, our pebbles are gone. What do we do now?" they cried. "Aha! I have an idea. We can drop breadcrumbs this time," said Hansel. So, the next morning, when the woodcutter took the children deep inside the forest and left them there again, Hansel and Gretel dropped crumbs of bread all along the way. When their father left them, the children followed. But sadly for the children, animals and birds had eaten up all the crumbs. Now, Hansel and Gretel walked and walked but couldn't find their way back home. Suddenly, hidden in the trees, they saw a strange house made of candy, cookies, chocolates, and everything delicious. "Hansel, look! This is a gingerbread house!" shouted Gretel happily. The children were so hungry and they started crawling up the house at once. Now, this house actually belongs to an old witch who loved eating little children. Because Hansel and Gretel were eating her yummy door, she punched out them and locked them inside. "I shall fatten you up and eat you!" The wicked witch locked Hansel in the cage. Then she turned to Gretel and said, "You little girl, this is the biggest pot in this kitchen. Fill it up with water to the top. I am going to cook your brother and eat him up today." Gretel prayed for a miracle to happen, but when she finished filling up the pot, the witch helped her to put it in the big oven. The witch started a fire. A little while later, the witch pushed Gretel towards the oven and said, "Get in and see if the water is boiling yet." But Gretel thought that the witch wanted to push her and cook her too. So she cleverly answered, "How can I get inside the oven? Please show me so I can check the water for you." "What's wrong with you?" the witch yelled. "It is so easy. Look, you just need to stand here and Gretel shoved to old witch into the oven. Then she quickly closed the oven door. The vicious witch burns on crisp. Gretel rushed to Hansel's room and unlocked the door. Hansel, my dear brother, the witch is dead. Let's get out of this big house and find our way home. How happy they were. Before they left the house, they went into the witch's bedroom where they knew she kept her treasure. They filled their pockets with as many games as they could. The brother and the sister walked for a few hours before they managed to leave the room. The sun was setting when they finally got to a bridge they knew which was close to their house. Father! Screamed Gretel when she saw him at the porch, looking more miserable than ever because his wife had died. My dearest children, you are alive! Their father exclaimed joyfully at the tree of the hut. Hansel and Gretel gave all the games and diamonds to their father. Now they were very rich now. Finally, they had a carefree life and lived happy ever after together. Ladies and gentlemen, the moral of value of this story is parents should love their children whatever the conditions. And a wife should not play a main role to let her husband to do something, because in a family, husband is the leader. And it is also important to do good things for better life without being rude. Thanks for your attention. I am Adilla Nur Asy Syifa. Wassalamualaikum